Hey guys, good to see you today. Let me know if you can hear me and see me. Type yes here below in the video. I'm using some super fast internet here today. And we're gonna talk about one of my favorite topics, how to overcome fear and thrive. As an entrepreneur, this is your biggest hurdle, fear. And the main thing that we're gonna focus on today is a question that I get often, Vanessa, how do I push past this fear? How do I move and shift myself into a state of action when I have all of these fears and doubts? How do we move into a state of love instead of fear? Because two things cannot occupy the same space. But before we get started, guys, if you want a real in-depth training on mindset mastery, on how to become a wealthy entrepreneur, check out my 4-part video series. It's free. The link here is above the video. It's wealthycoachacademylive.com/challenge. And the video that you want to look for is, I think, the third one in the series, where I'm dressed in black. I've got a ponytail sitting next to a fireplace. I walk you through a really specific process for uncovering limiting beliefs and how to turn it around quickly, which really is like the recipe for success here at Take Your Power Back Now. For the last 10 years, I've been helping women all around the world overcome fear and thrive, identify resistance, create new concepts of self. So check out the 4-part series. Again, the link is here somewhere above the video. Let me know if you guys have any questions for me here today. This is a huge topic, right? As an entrepreneur, you're going to have so much pressure. And we all know that, fear is something that gets in the way. We're not supposed to let it get in the way, but it is a very real part of entrepreneurship, right? There's not really too many roadmaps out there. They kind of teach you business now in university, but there's no school for entrepreneurs in the regular stream of school. And a huge question that I get, from people, and I get it all the time. Entrepreneurs are worried about, well, Vanessa, I'm afraid that if I sell this coaching service, maybe I won't be able to deliver the results to my clients, or they're afraid that, maybe this coaching thing works for other people, but maybe it's not going to work for me. Or how can I be sure that I'm actually going to hit this goal, this new income goal that I set for myself, and I've never done this before, right? It's a huge risk. It's all this new stuff. How do I know I'm going to be able to learn this technology? How do I, I'm afraid of being on a sales call with somebody and having to handle objections or feel pushy or manipulative. I don't, all kinds of fear. And it's scary. I get it. I was terrified when I first started becoming a coach, just leaving my job. I remember my biggest fear was thinking, oh my gosh, wow, I earn a lot of money in my job. It's not my passion. I was selling mops and lint removers, but how am I sure that I'll be able to replace my income, quickly? I had a ton of fear, so I get it. And here's what I want to share with you guys. Become a student of the laws of creation. And Emerson said that principles give you peace. And that's what he's talking about. Laws govern reality. And there is a law of causation and creation. And I'm going to share with you guys here in a minute some of my favorite books and favorite teachers of this concept of oneness, using the power of your consciousness, moving from states of consciousness, using I am. And a lot of people think, this is fluff, and this is positive thinking, and does positive thinking really actually work? And I'm going to share with you guys, and before I share with you guys these books, I'm going to share with you an interesting story. A client of mine recently came to me and was in, a worried state. And we worked on her state of being, and her I am consciousness. Whatever you put after the words I am, you vibrate as. So if you become conscious of the conversations and the inner self-talk and the inner dialogue that you have every day, you're going to notice most of it is actually, a lot of it is very defeating. And it's not supporting your expansion. It's not supporting this bigger version, this bigger vision of yourself, this new concept of yourself. And so we worked on her mindset, her state of being, something that you can control. And what do you know? Boom, she makes 2 sales, gets on the phone after having 2 months of, struggling with her sales calls, enrolls 2 clients at a new price point, no objections, hits her goal, boom. What was the difference? Her state of being. Her state of being. So I have a process that I run my clients through to identify what that story is. What is going on in the background of your mind all day long? It's in the subconscious. We're not really conscious of it, but it's running our state of being. And that's why I want to move from the state of fear into the state of being loving. Because fear and love cannot occupy the same space. And when we're loving, when we're calm, when we're this one energy, oneness of love, it's a heck of a lot easier to do the funnels and start the website and, make the sales calls, follow up with people. When we're in a frantic state, when our mind is in a questioning, looking for answers, don't have the answer, beating ourselves up, why, how come she has it and I don't? When we're in that muddy state, it's kind of like, your mind is kind of like a puddle, okay? You ever take a stick and stir up a puddle and all the mud gets all murky and you can't see through the water, right? It's the same thing with our mind. When it's full of questions and, it's unsettled, we can't see to the bottom. So calming the mind, coming back into unity with this vibration of love, a really high state, is kind of like calming the water. And then you can hear all the intuition. You have access to these other realms, other ideas. And I'm going to share with you one of my favorite, teacher in this space is Neville Goddard. It's one of his books. He was a metaphysician, died in 1972. If you ask me, this guy, Neville Goddard, hands down, one of the greatest manifestation, law of attraction teachers of all time. And I'm going to read to you from one of his books. This is called The Power of I Am. You can find Neville Goddard books online. You can find free ebooks. You can find him on Audible. This is one of my absolute favorites. The ancients knew that the secret name of God had power. Now we do. Secret name of God is I am. So, the bread spoken of here refers not alone to food, clothing, and money, but the bread of life. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. The law of increase is in the word. I am is the active agent of creation. It externalizes itself in the substance that coexists with it. I am the bread of life. Give us this day our daily bread. These words literally mean to you, I am positive to the substance of the I am here and now. I am receptive to it. My needs are met. The word give is a command to substance. You are not begging, pleading, or beseeching. You are affirming the truth, identifying yourself with it, and accepting it. So the power of the word I am, whatever you put after the word I am, you begin vibrating as and you become. So notice the conversations that you're having in your mind. If you have a hard time identifying what those conversations are, check out my free 4-part video series, specifically the 3rd video. Other 2 videos are really cool too. They talk about getting clear on your marketing message, or 10K and 30-day blueprint system. The 3rd video, I got a ponytail on. I'm dressed in black in front of a fireplace. That video really walks you through some very specific questions on how to identify these old stories and inner conversations that are still running your state of being now, and how to use the power of the word I am to move into a different state and attach or connect to the inexhaustible substance that is around you. That, my friends, focusing on your state of being, hands down, will help you move out of the state of fear and into the state of presence, oneness, being a loving force in the world. And that's one of the things I'm the most passionate about helping women, is to take their power back now from fear and thrive. It is the basis for all of this wonderful success that we have here at Take Your Power Back Now. In the last 10 years, we help women skyrocket their confidence and cash flow in our coaching programs, our masterminds, our live events. And the mindset is hands down the process, the first foundation that you have to get right, these new concepts of yourself. And it's really just about becoming aware. That's the real key. And again, if you want a great video training, it's free. You can click on the link here above or below the video and check out the 4-part series. Third video, black outfit, ponytail in front of the fireplace video. That's the one for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions about this. And again, to wrap things up, you want to watch your inner conversations and you want to use the power of the spoken word. I am wildly wealthy, safe, successful, happy, healthy, loved, and loving, for example. I am totally worthy and deserving of extreme wealth, joy, and romance. I am so happy and grateful now that this is happening now. Right? You move into the state now, and then the evidence shows up to match that. Your subconscious beliefs express themselves here in reality. And guys, definitely check out Neville Goddard. Here's some really great books. This is The Power of I Am, Volume 2. It's actually compiled and edited, this one by David Allen, one of my all-time favorites. If you look in the book, it's got like all kinds of writing in here. Pages are earmarked. I mean, it sits in my bathtub. It's got all kinds of coffee stains on it. Great book. And this one here too, Neville Goddard, Inner Conversations Are Creating Your World. Hands down, some of my favorite. And you can find Neville on Audible. You can find free books of his work online. My absolute favorite, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it valuable. If you have, please share it with your friends and fans. I love you. Vanessa Simpkins here, sending you so much love. I believe in you guys. I got notes all over here. We're in my living room. I believe in you, and the key to really having success as an entrepreneur, the key to overcoming fear and thriving is to create new concepts of yourself, moving into new states of being. Anybody can do it. And I love you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you real soon.